The well intervention summit has been really, really impactful. In fact, for the past 2 days, two things have been resonant in my mind. The technology gap or the knowledge gap between the older ones and the younger ones. There's need for the older ones to give the younger ones gap because those with the experience are actually retiring, and there's need for this gap to be closed. And listen to some of the presentations, especially today, talked about the somehow decline in performance of the well servicing company. And this is an issue, and of course, because of the age of equipment and other things. So there's need for all this to be resolved, and that's why this Well Summit, this very intervention summit, is very, very timely. So just as we have come to discuss and we believe that at the end of today, at the end of this outing, we're going to move further. Like the government have made the demand that we need to increase production, and production cannot come without well intervention. So, as we're here discussed and have agreed, we believe that after this outing, we believe that by next year or next time we have a program like this, we should come up with results or outcomes of our discussion. I think this is just a little bit of what I've gotten for the outing.
We also talk about data gaps where we don't have a full data of all our wells, and so we are not looking at, okay, how do we get these data and retain them and make them available when there is need for it to be used. So those are gaps that has been identified.
And so far, I've learned a lot also too. It has broadened my knowledge on well intervention to see that production can also be increased without drilling a well. So you don't have to drill a well before you increase production. So there are other companies here, about 26 exhibitors on ground, that talks more about how they can increase their production. So I think I've learned a lot in this program.
There's a lot of collaboration between the well servicing companies because some of these projects are quite big and a single company can't handle it. And now that with the coming of the NCD, encouraging local companies. So for this to happen, not all local companies have all the facilities, all the equipment to go out to do the job. So there's need for collaborations. And that's one of the things we encourage to do some of these projects. Local companies have to come together to give out the best.
It's not all about the service providers. The operators need to work in unity. The service providers also not need to see that we are all here. We all need to have a goal, like looking forward to producing more. Like we all need to have the goal together, look for how to achieve it together, so that with that we can achieve that, and also look for how this information can be passed to us so that we will not go and destroy what somebody else has started.
Okay. Yesterday there was one company that the speaker said is something that is new, and let me just cite an example. It said there's a well that produces 900 barrels per day, and when they introduced this new technology, the well produced 40 barrels. But since the day they introduced this new technology, they were able to spike it up to increase the production back to normal where it has been producing back. So there are new technology that I think some exhibitors brought in today and yesterday, and which some people have also learned about it too.